Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel, guys. Now, if I'm not speaking too loud, it's because the brother is still sleeping upstairs. It's fairly early, but nonetheless, guys, let's get this video going. In this one, guys, we are speaking of the fastest way to grow up as men, or as a man. Alright guys, now the reason I make this video is because as men, this affects myself. It has affected myself greatly. It'll affect all of us men. It just does. There's no real clear distinction point of when a boy becomes a man, or is a man still a man at this point? Is he a boy here? You can see grown 50-year-old tangible physical men still in children kind of like mindsets. Does that make sense? And vice versa, you can see 15-year-old boys seemingly who are very mature and they take on more of this man characteristic, right? And the reason for this, guys, is because unlike women, for the most part, they say that when a woman gets her period, that is more or less the sign of womanhood. That is when now a girl has transitioned into a woman. It's very clear, it's very distinct, it is an obvious sign, okay? Men, on the other hand, we don't get periods. We don't get tangible physical things that really transition us from one to the other, so we're kind of left in the dark. Is it when you get your first car? Is it, I don't know, when you get muscles at the gym? Is it when you lose your virginity? Is it when you grow facial hair? It's not as clear. So with that, it can cause problems. So the fastest way to grow up as a man, alright guys? So the answer to this, guys, is taking full responsibility and ownership as much as you can at that particular time, okay? Now what I mean, guys, is look, we're young, okay? If you're 15, 16, 17, I don't expect you to live on your own, be fully self-sufficient. I mean, hell, only am I now becoming that at around 22 years old. That's not what I'm saying. But when I mean take full responsibility and ownership of your life at that time with the capacity you have, it means just that. So as an example, if you're 16 years old, maybe you're working your part-time job, and let's say you get $200 a week, taking ownership and responsibility at that time would be maybe setting aside $30-40 to help your family with groceries, or to pay what you can at that time, right? So maybe if you can pay your phone bill, maybe if you can pay, again, $30 of your grocery bill. Look, I'm not saying you have to be fully self-sufficient, I'm not saying you have to be a millionaire, you have to be da-da-da-da, but at that time, taking responsibility and ownership at the capacity you are able to. I believe if you can do that, dude, I really don't think what age you are. I think you are, in my opinion, you're a man. You're a fully matured, self-sufficient man, okay? And here's why. What I've noticed, guys, being one of the biggest problems in our society today, as far as, what do they call it, Generation Z or X, or, my age, right, is that, we get bashed to being very entitled, very needy, very spoiled, very this, very that. And I agree. I think a lot of us are, just for obvious reasons. We were coddled our entire lives, and I'm a victim of this. I get it, dude. This is why I'm saying this. I can speak to you guys. The reason that is happening is because we, at a particular age, again, it doesn't matter if you're 13, it doesn't matter if you're 25, it doesn't matter if you're fucking 40, but we as this generation are coddled and are essentially entitled because we are not taking that level of ownership or responsibility with the capacity we have at that time. So you're working your part-time job. Maybe you're making X amount, but you're still deciding not to pay what you can, right? Does that make sense? Pay the $50, pay the $100 for groceries, pay the phone bill, pay the gas, okay? Dude, look, if you're dead broke, what can you with that? Maybe it means only $10, but it doesn't matter. You see, the level of money you have will depend the capacity you are able to take responsibility for. Does that make sense? So it really doesn't matter how much you have or how little you have. It's taking responsibility and ownership at that capacity. That's why I keep saying at that capacity. Because, dude, I've been dead broke. I've been dead broke for years. Okay, living at my mom's house, barely having enough money to afford food. But at that time, man, if that meant me, as crazy as it sounds, or funny or silly, buying junior chickens, or, literally buying McDonald's, or maybe having enough for like cans of tuna, or frozen food, or maybe like pizzas, like very cheap foods, at that time, that is me doing what I can with the capacity I have. Does that make sense? Or now maybe I can, spend quite a bit more, but that doesn't matter. So that is it, guys. That is the end of the video. I hope that makes sense. The fastest way to grow up as a man is with what you have, taking ownership and responsibility for that, and paying your dues with the capacity you have. It's not to be selfish. It's not to be entitled, because what that builds is very spoiled children who get, who won't put in work, and you can fill in the rest. So if you have enough, pitch in. Do what you can. Pay your dues, Pay your bills with what you can at this time. That will build ownership, that will build responsibility, that will build maturity, that is going to build integrity. You'll grow up as a man, I guarantee you. Whether you're 15 or 35, does not matter, okay? That is what I think is the fastest way to grow up as a man. So hopefully that helps, guys. If it does, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear it. And as always, guys, on the final plugs, there's always one-on-one coaching if you guys would like to work with me. There still are some spots available. I love helping you men transform your lives as you guys help transform mine. There's the self-development course, which is a 4-hour-long course that's improving everything on your health, relationships, finding your passion, serving it to the world, or becoming self-developed as a man, guys. All right, you can learn everything down below. Oh, and as always, there is the workshop. We're running the one of August right now, but if you guys would like to join the one of September, where it's myself and a small group of men, it's a group coaching system, guys. We're a brotherhood. You can always check all the links down below, guys, if you would like to learn more. That is it. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing day. Apply this, and we will speak soon. Much love. Peace.